Hey guys, so this video is going to be all about why you need interest in the stock market, interest and experience. You need to be interested in the stock market and you need to have experience in the stock market, because the stock market is not just about numbers, it's about everything. You need to make sure you know everything about the stock market. You need to understand why a stock goes up, you need to understand what shorting, you need to understand like why people come up with negative articles about the stock market. You just need to really understand the stock market. And with understanding the stock market, you need to do your research. You need to watch videos. You need to make sure that, and it's a lot of work. It's not easy. Nothing in life is really that easy. And most people that I ran across that are trading in the stock market have no interest in the stock market. All they care about is looking at charts. All they care about is, all they care about is money. They don't care about the history of the company. They don't care about anything. They just care about making money. And that is the wrong mentality to have in the stock market. You need to do your research. You need to understand why a stock moves up, why a stock moves down. Most of the time a stock moves up and down is because it's just a volatile market, but sometimes there's a history behind it. Sometimes there's a reason why the stock went down that day. There's a reason why the stock went up that day. It's very hard. I even find it very hard to completely understand the stock market, like completely understand why a stock goes up and down. But if I took the time to research every single company, I might know. But it's literally impossible to research every company. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of effort, and it's not like you just, oh, I research a company, I understand it. No, you have to keep up with the company. You have to follow the company consistently. You have to make sure every single piece of news that comes out of the company you're aware of. You need to know, like, you need to see the vision of the management. There's a lot of work to be involved with understanding the stock market and understanding the company. And without interest, without actual interest in the stock market, not just, I want money off the stock market. If you say that and you have no interest in the stock, you're just gambling. You're just like going to the casino, putting your money in and hoping you get some money out in return. I mean, yeah, it's possible. And then some people I know, all they do is they watch the news and they watch like, oh, I recommend this stock because it's like a good stock, a good company. And they invest into it. They just don't think about it. They just like invest into it because it was a recommendation on TV. Sometimes that recommendation could work out, but sometimes it doesn't. But that's how some people do it. Like my friend, for example, he follows Rich. He follows the Monk Way. He subscribed to his YouTube channel. He just whatever Monk Way buys, he kind of follows too. And then he also follows another rich investor called what's that? I forgot his name, but there's another guy that Ron Hubert, I think. Well, he's like a millionaire. He's like a multi-millionaire, probably richer than me. And he just listens to his advice and follows his stock picks and just buys whatever he buys. So that's how my friend operates. And then recently I told him to invest into the wheat stock, and he's like, oh, I've never made so much money in my entire life. I'm like, yeah, because you don't have interest in the stock market, so you don't make your own picks. You just follow people. And I take riskier bets too, so that's another reason why. So okay, so let's get into this a little bit. Now, this is another example. The guy who made this video for me, right? He made it on June 5th, 2017. On June 5th, 2017, the stock was sitting around like $2.30, $2.40. He could have ran out. He could have opened up a trading account and he could have bought a royal stock back then when it was $2. But he didn't. He bought the stock when it was around $8. around here. And then not too long ago, the stock ran up all the way up to here. He sold out at $13, and then he bought back at $14 because he had fear of missing out. And it bit him in the ass. It literally bit him in the ass. So that's why you have to be really careful. That's why it's important to have experience and interest in the stock market. He never watches any of my videos. Like none of my business partners watches my videos. None of my friends watches my video. Nobody I really know watches my video. But I know a lot of people who invest into the stock market, but nobody watches my video. They're like, oh, your videos are long, they're boring, there's too many ads. That's like the general complaint about my, the ads not even that bad. They just say it's too long. They want something short and straight to the point. And unfortunately, I can't do that because, YouTube requires me to make long videos, at least 10-minute videos, so I can put more ads on it. This my other business partner, he basically doesn't even look at the stock market. He just buys and sells stocks when I tell him, and he never even looks at the stock market. So, that shows that he has no interest. If it wasn't for me, he wouldn't have the money he has right now. I basically 4 times his money in the matter of 2 years, or 4 or 5 times his money in a matter of 2 years, because I made him invest in at just the right time. Because I bugs me when I see people not using the money efficiently. Like, I'm like, why are you not investing into Aurora when Aurora is gonna? I think Aurora is a great investment. Like, back then I just didn't understand it, and he ended up investing in Aurora and Canopy. I think Canopy around $17 and Aurora around $3, and he made a ton of money. He sold off he sold off half his position at $14. He came to me and he was like, oh, why didn't you warn me about, Aurora going to $15? I told you to warn me, I forgot. I told him I forgot. And then he's like, okay, I'm going to sell out. And then I advise him to sell half just in case the stock keeps rising. That's me being greedy. I need to master greed. I was being greedy. I should have been like, okay, if I wasn't willing to buy in at $14, that's telling me that I should be selling at $14. If I'm not willing to buy the stock at $14, I should be selling. That should have been my mindset, and I should have just let him sell all of it. He would have been laughing right now. He would have been like dancing. Yeah, stock's down and I have so much money. But no, I made him hold on. Now he has to rely on the stock going back up. He could have bought at $8. Like I told him at $8, but I told him that the stock could drop down to $7 or $6. He's like, oh, wait till $7 or $6, and then the stock kind of took off. Now he has to wait until the stock goes back down to $7 or $8 before he considers buying back in. Or I can look for him other stocks and diversify his portfolio, so to make sure that he'll always have money and not lose it all if Aurora fucks up. I mean, it's possible. I'm not gonna say that I'm not gonna put my life on it and say Aurora's never gonna fuck up and they're gonna be the #2 company in the world after Canopy, because Canopy is a safe company. I'm not gonna say that. So here's my third example. So around April, between, I think it was like April 10th or April 15th. So around April 15th of 2017, I went to Dominican Republic. This is Dominican Republic right here. We took a plane, we flew there, and I had a vacation because my cousin invited me. All these people that I went with, they were very annoyed with me because all I did was kept talking about the stock market and money and stock market, and they like, stop talking about the stock market, nobody cares. Like, that shows like interest. That's what my cousin told me. He's like, don't talk about the stock market, nobody here cares about the stock market. You're the only one that cares about the stock market. I'm like, okay, but it's hard though, because it's my nature to talk about the stock market. When I'm like in front of somebody, I'm always bringing up the stock market because I'm like, that's my interest. I really like talking about the stock market. That's the only subject that comes up in my mind all the time. And that's why I don't get along with some people, because whenever I do find somebody, I tend to talk about the stock market. And most people don't have interest. And these guys that I went to the Dominion Republic were, they were pharmacists. So they were making about $100,000 a year. I think one guy was making about $120,000, and then the third person was she was like the head manager of a bank. So she was making like $100,000. And then that other girl was the guy's wife, who's a pharmacist. She was a banker, so she was making like at least $50,000, if not more, a year, like maybe $60,000. So, you know, and then I was telling them all that I put in $250,000 into Aurora stock, and I'm telling them that Aurora is going to be a big giant in the one day in the future, and none of them listened to me. None of them cared. They're like, I don't care, whatever. You know, that just shows you that not everyone's man in the stock market. Not everyone cares. People have lives. They care about other stuff. They have other interests, and the stock market is not an interest to them. One guy said, like, one guy had money in mutual funds. He didn't have money in the stock market. He just had it in mutual funds. He's like, I put my money in mutual funds so I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to care about it. That's some people. They just want to not worry about it. They don't want to research anything. They don't want to look at the stock market. They just don't care. They just want to live their life, have a job, live their life, work regular jobs. They don't have the passion to become rich, so they don't care about the stock market. And my cousin is the same way. My cousin loves money. She loves money, but she doesn't have no interest in the stock market. So, you know, like, so it just shows you that, you know, there's not a lot of people who care about the stock market. That's the truth of it at the end of the day. And, you know, that's why I'm surprised. Like, out of all the people I know, nobody cares about the stock market. Like, nobody. Like, nobody watches. Like, my friend watches Jeremy's channel once in a while, but he says my friend said that it's kind of boring. That's my one friend who somewhat cares about the stock market a little bit, but he only listens to other people's advice. He'll never go out and do research. He'll never listen to a press conference. He'll never listen to earnings report. He barely watches my video. He maybe watches one video once in a while, but he says that my videos are long and kind of boring. And, you know, it's just, that's all I can have to say. Like, I'm surprised that I even have 5,000 subscribers, like almost 5,000 subscribers on my channel. My videos are not very entertaining. They're kind of boring. It's just me coming on, talking for 10 minutes, and you guys listening. So, you know, just saying, you know, not everybody's meant to be rich. Not everybody cares about the stock market. Everybody likes money, but not everybody cares about the stock market. Not everybody cares about being rich is that's not the first thing on people's minds. But people have other things on their mind, like, oh, am I gonna have a good day? Am I gonna have a bad day? Or, you know, like, other stuff. I don't know what people think about. I don't know what normal people think about. I know all I think about is money. I don't know what normal people think about. What do normal people think about? Please put a comment down below what normal people think about besides money. Oh wait, that's just me. What normal people think about? Comment down below. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked this video. I hope you found it funny at the end. See you later and subscribe for future updates. Have a great day. Bye.